Hey YouTube, this is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Redemption 2 online video. And in this video, I'm going to teach you about a secret cougar location that actually has us getting a cougar every single time that we go to that location. So I'm going to show you on the map roughly where we need to go. We're going to be going south of Tumbleweed down to Benedict Point and off into this direction right here. So this is about where I want to go right here. So I'm going to show you the path that I take. Now this takes roughly about 5 minutes to get from here down to here, get the cougar, make our way back up to Tumbleweed to the specific butcher, which is right here. Now I did just see a dog that was begging for some meat, which is pretty sweet. I don't think I've seen a dog do that in this game, and I kind of want to see it happen again. That was actually really cool. Is that dog gonna beg for some food? Oh, look at this dog. Look at this. Yeah, he is so hungry. He wants a little bit of meat, and his nose is in the air sniffing. Oh, look at him go. He is begging. That is awesome. I love it. This game is just so detailed. So much fun. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying these videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. So there is the butcher right there. We're going to go straight east out of Tumbleweed. So the next thing that we need to do is basically go right through this covered bridge. Now, once we get through this bridge, we are immediately going to take a right and go down the path right here. So I know that the map on the bottom left is actually telling us to go the other way, but it's not the direction that I have found to be the best. So we're going to go this way, down this hill. Now, it's basically going to have us go to the left, and I'm not going to. I'm going to go straight past this rock here, just a little bit past these weeds because I don't want to hit any rocks right here. And we're going to continue going straight until we hit the train tracks. Now, once we hit the train tracks, go right, and we're going to continue down the train tracks until we hit Benedict Point, which is right there in front of us. Now, along the way, you can basically kill any birds with your varmint rifle. That's going to get you pretty much as close to a perfect carcass and pelt that you can get for any birds. And what we want to use, I'm going to use my bow for our cougar, which is going to be down this path right here. So this is the nice little ravine that we need to turn off of from the train tracks. And we're going to go straight to kind of a lone tree, which you're going to see right there at the top of this ridge. Now you're going to see two trees off to the right, and that is where our cougar will spawn almost every single time. So I'm going to go to this tree, and I'm going to basically turn straight right. And right in this area, as it's already kind of popped up on my map, there is a cougar down there, and our horse is freaking out on me a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this cougar. Nice kill. We're going to get 15 experience points for that. Now, not every time like it was in Blackwater is this going to be a perfect cougar, but it seems like one out of every couple is. So let's go and see what it is. It is a perfect cougar this time, which is absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and skin this and call our horse on over so it's a little bit easier to stow our pelt and our carcass onto our horse. So obviously we're going to get a little bit of a cutscene here, kind of our character doing their thing. So let's go ahead and put this perfect cougar pelt on the back of our horse here. And I'm going to go ahead and whistle to my horse to try to get it a little bit closer to the carcass so we don't have to run quite as far. Now, what you want to do in the meantime, I don't know, I'm sure why I'm not able to pick up this carcass here, but on the way back or on the way to this area, you're going to want to kill pretty much any type of bird except for the ravens, because the ravens won't really net you anything. But if you need flight feathers, now that is definitely a good resource. Now, why am I getting a red marking that something is over here? That's kind of interesting. Now, some lobbies that you do get into, you will get a lot of griefers in the area, so just be aware of that. You might just have to load into a new area. Now, the nice thing about this cougar is I don't have to load into another lobby in order to get this thing to spawn. And I'm going to show you that here in just a second. So let's go ahead and bring this back to Tumbleweed Butcher. So we're going straight here. There's going to be this ravine that we need to go back through. We're going to retrace our steps exactly back to... there's a bird there, though. I kind of want that bird. I think it might be a bald eagle or a condor. It's a condor. I'm going to shoot it right now. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab that thing, because that's going to give us a little extra money. I hope it didn't fall over the edge of this cliff. Oh, it's like right on the edge. That actually works pretty good. Let's go ahead and pluck this thing. So as I was mentioning before, this is a good thing that you want to keep your eye open for. Around this area, you find a lot of condors. You find a lot of pheasants and a few bald eagles as well. Those can get you a lot of extra cash that you're looking for. So this really is not a glitch or an exploit by any means. But yeah, this definitely recommend that you do this. So those look like they're ravens. So yeah, we don't really want those. They're not going to net us any profit. So if we happen to see any more birds on the way back to Tumbleweed, we're going to definitely take them out. So go back to the train tracks here and immediately take a right so that we go back into Tumbleweed. We're going to go obviously north past Benedict Point. There, yeah, there's some people right there. I hope that they don't shoot me. I want to keep my perfect cougar pelt and my condor in perfect shape. So once you get to a T intersection right here, you're going to go ahead and take a left. Now you're going to go down this path for just a little bit, and you're going to go past the same rock that we were on the left before. Now we are on the right, and we're going to go up this road right here until we get to the covered bridge. So make sure that you're calming your horse down as much as you can, because you're going to be able to ride it a little bit further, since this ride is a little bit further than the one that was in Blackwater. Take a right up this path and immediately kind of do a U-turn into the cover bridge. Run over some skunks on the way. Just make sure that once you actually enter Tumbleweed, you put away your gun. I have done this too many times where I've actually pointed my gun at the butcher and accidentally got the law after me. So that's kind of a tip right there. So the butcher's going to be right in front of us right here. So let's get off our horse and let's sell our condor and our cougar to the butcher here. So right now we have $1,094. And let's see what we're going to net from this. We're going to get 45 cents from selling our flight feathers. Now you can keep those if you need to make like diamond arrows or whatever. We're going to go ahead and sell the gamey bird meat. Make a little bit of extra cash for that. We're going to get to 450 from the condor feathers, which that's why it's really important that you get the condor if you see them, the condor. And what we're going to get next is we're going to get $1 for the fangs of the cougar, and we're going to get some big game meat. We're going to get $2.25 for that. We're going to get $5 for our perfect cougar pelt, $13.50 for our perfect cougar carcass, and we're going to get $1.95 for the condor. Sorry, whatever. So we had $1,094, and now we are up to $1,123. So basically a $30 profit in about a 5-minute time frame. So now to get back to where we were just at, I'm going to pull up the map again for you guys real quick. I'm guessing that's a condor right there. But we need to go back to this. Now the cougar is marked over here for some reason, but there's a little single plot right here. That's exactly where you need to go every time. So I'm going to head back over here real quick. Actually, I'll probably just take you guys on that same path so you guys kind of get that down. So east out of town, find our covered, which is the only bridge that's east right outside of town. Now, if you want to have a little bit more of an interesting ride, you can go off to the right side a little bit. Every once in a while, you'll fall off your horse. Sometimes you just slide down the hill. So you're going to take a right down this path right here. And somehow I killed, there's probably the skunk that we just missed before. Again, if we want to pull out our varmint rifle, just in case we get into any pheasants, because they seem to be like right in this area. I seem to find a lot of pheasants. So down this road, straight off of here, past that rock right there. There's some coyotes. If you needed to get some extra pelts, you definitely can do that. Any extra little whatever you can get to make some money at the butcher is going to be good. So we're going to take a right at the train tracks. Go down the train tracks right here. And then you're going to go south beyond Benedict Point, which is just in front of us. I haven't seen really any birds. Obviously, I think the only thing that we've seen are some coyotes. Now, there are boar in this location as well. And as soon as you get past this post right here, you're going to go into the ravine. Now, I've done this a lot of times, testing this out. So I know that this works pretty well. So we're going to go to the solo tree or a single tree kind of off. What did I just hear? Was that some boars? I think that was some boars. Yeah, see, there's some boars right there. Oh, it's not even a boar. What? I don't even know what that actually is. Huh, interesting. It sounds like a pig or a boar. Anyway, we're going to go right to this tree right here. And as soon as we kind of get up to this area, we're going to go ahead and kind of go right. And then somewhere down in this area is the cougar, and it's already popped up on our screen. And there it is, right. Oh, and I didn't get it in the face. And it's going to go ahead and die. So I doubt that's going to be a perfect cougar this time. But it does spawn literally every single time. So it's a poor condition cougar, but that's okay. It's still going to make us a little extra money. Wait, how did I skin that thing so fast? Interesting. That was really weird. Oh, well, I guess I don't have to worry about the animation for it. That's pretty sweet. Now, obviously, the first time that we came into this area, we got ourselves a perfect cougar, and I was able to ride on horseback in order to get that, which actually works out pretty good. Wow, this lady is just skinning things really fast and picking things up really quickly. Pretty amazing. All right, so now we got to return back to Tumbleweed. And that's going to be going this way here. So I'm going to get my varmint rifle out just in case we need to kill some birds, which that looks like a raven right there. Yes, it is. All right, so this, if we go straight, we're going to run right into our ravine. I'm not seeing any condors, but typically where I see, oh, there's one right above me, which that's where it usually seems to be. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot it out of the sky because that's going to make us like 450 extra just by collecting its feathers, regardless of the condition of the carcass. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And, oh, and it's a perfect condor. So that is absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and pluck this thing, get some feathers, and go ahead and pick this thing up and stow it on our horse. Now, like I said before, this is kind of the area that I do seem to find the most condors in. But I will show you kind of where I've seen the bald eagles, which is actually right outside of Benedict Point. So we're pretty close to that right now. But I'll kind of show you that area once we get onto the train tracks where I've seen the most bald eagles. So we're going to go to the ravine, which is right here in front of us. And basically, if you guys if you go right down the center of this, you shouldn't run into any rocks at all. But right in front of us, we have this little mound. This is where I've seen all of the bald eagles. So pretty much everyone that I've shot in the testing of this has been right there. So now we're just going to follow these train tracks basically to the T intersection one more time. What do we got in front of us? Is that a raven? That is another raven. Don't care about a raven. Again, if you need flight feathers, definitely go ahead and do that. Boars and coyotes are in this area. What is that over there? Is that more ravens? I can't tell. So we're going to go left. I missed my T. And we're going to go straight. Obviously, we can hear more coyotes, so go ahead and get them if we need to, or run them over, whatever works. And we're going to go up this path right here. And now right in here is where I see typically find all the pheasants. But in our last couple runs, we haven't seen any, so I'm not sure why they're not spawning right in this area, which is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I would probably say it was like half the time that I would go to that area, we would see pheasants, and I would say probably 60 to 75% of the time we would get the condor in that area by the cougar. So again, I'm going to put my gun away because I don't feel like getting law right in front of me since we are right by the sheriff's station and the jail as soon as we enter into Tumbleweed. We got our alert that we are entering Tumbleweed, which is absolutely perfect. And we're going to go straight to the butcher, which is just, whoops, I'm dismounted off my horse way too quickly, so let's call our horse. But the butcher is right here in front of us. We have 1123 for that right now, so we should probably make a little bit more. No, we're not going to make more because we don't have the perfect cougar, unfortunately. So 1123, let's see what we end up with. We're going to get 45 cents from these flight feathers. 25 cents for the gamey bird meat, so whatever. We're gonna get the 450 for the feathers, which we'll get that every single time if we can find a condor in that area. So 450 for that. A fang, just because it was a poor cougar. Not as much big game meat as well. We're getting only $2 for the poor pelt, $5.40 for the carcass. And what are we gonna get for the condor? We got $3.25. So we had 11. Was it 11.23? So in that round, we actually made less than 20 bucks, and it was about the same amount of time that you can do that. So really, that's all you guys really need to know about. Now, I'm actually really surprised the lobby that I'm in actually has really nobody around me in Tumbleweed, but I'd probably say a majority of the time there's a lot of griefers in the area. I was actually about to make a video in the last time that I was in Tumbleweed, and I was killed so many times in Tumbleweed trying to bring my cougar in, and unfortunately a couple times I lost a perfect cougar carcass. You could always go to Armadillo if you want to and go up to that butcher, but it is a lot further of a ride over to actually there isn't even a butcher in Armadillo, so that wouldn't even work out for us. So yeah, you have no choice but to go up to Tumbleweed, unfortunately. So that's kind of what you need to do in order to get this to work. So again, the cougar always spawns, it's right about in this area, but I always go to the tree, which is right about here. And the cougar should always be right about here, almost every single time. If for whatever reason it is not there, that means probably another player happened to pick it up and just reload into another session. But you don't, I mean, I did this probably about 20 times prior, and every single time the cougar always spawned for me. So hopefully this helps you guys out. And if it did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys stay gaming.